銀河鉄道39。
Okay, let's finish off chapter 4 of volume 11. This was called Kokoro Yasashiki Hana no Miyako, the capital of kind-hearted flowers, or kind kokoro flowers. The entire place was covered in flowers, and then almost immediately they got attacked in their room. It blew up. Meiteru was gone, and the whole place is on fire. Literally, the whole planet is on fire. So was an announcement coming from the railway security administrative office about the danger, and Tetsuro was being held at gunpoint by by this robed figure who then also caught on fire. So there we go. That's where we left things. Yeah, yabai! Oh no, like this is no good. Mizu, water. Basha, splash. To, konosuki ni dashutsu wo? Okay. So he does this. He does the kindness of putting this person out. And then he says, and in this gap, escape. Meaning like make an escape. Dashutsu. Woos. Goo! Okay. All right, there we go. Back to the outside of the planet, where this is likely the announcement being made again by the office. What do we have here? Kaan wa zen hyomen ni mawatta. Okay, so the conflagration has spread to the entire surface. And zen hyomen no hana ga moeteiru no da. The entire surface of flowers is burning. Shinjirarenai. It's unbelievable. That's what happens when you cover everything with flowers, I guess. Okay, yeah, this is the administration office. So we see a scene there, and then the dialogue's down here. 39号は直ちに発射せよ. So as for the 39, immediately do train departure. So 39, depart immediately. Or make it happen, I guess. Seyo. Yeah, it's just the causative. So make or let the train departure immediately of the 39. 39号は直ちに列車せよ. Okay, it's just repeating that. Okay. Oh. So here the train is like blowing its whistle, flames. Oh. Now, Tetsuro is still on the planet, and presumably Meiteru is as well. So that's interesting. So the train is getting away. Oh, there it goes. We see the fires below. Okay. Konna muchakucha na resha no shikata, hasha no shikata wa arimasen yo. This sort of a crazy way of doing a train departure, as for that, it doesn't exist. So, I guess like the crazy way, the crazy way of for the train to be departing like this, he's saying it like that shouldn't be. Does not exist. Arimasen. Meiteru sama mo Tetsuro sama mo nosezu ni resha suru nante. Lady Meiteru and Lord Tetsuro also, without riding, doing train departure, how could that be? So how could we leave? How could we do train departure without them on board? 私は一体どうすれば? As for me, what the hell if do, meaning, what should I do? Okay, so this is presumably the robed figure that Tetsuro was walking with, who apparently is doing him the favor of carrying him out. 慌てることはないって言ったのに、しょうのないやつだ. Okay, so even though said, well, being hasty event, as for that, does not exist, even though said that. So even though I said there was no reason to be hasty, shou no nai yatsu da. It's a guy that you can't do anything about. Okay. Yet again, Tetsuro blacking out and waking up being saved. +1 to that counter. Here we go. Koko wa? As for this place, where am I? Shinbai suru na. Watashi no ie da. Don't worry. It's my house. And we get a double page here. And of course, there she is. Wait, what does he have here? Bird? Anyway, okay. Meitaru! There she is. Tetsuro yokatta wa. So, Tetsuro, I'm glad. Misterare chatta no ka to omotta wa. So, misteru is to abandon. Yeah, to be abandoned, to fail, to forsake. So, she is saying, thought like, was he abandoned? I thought, was he abandoned? Was he deserted? There we go. And again, their host. We haven't seen, if he's a robot, we haven't seen a robot like this. Misterareta, being abandoned. Sumanakatta na, omae ga ningen ni mienakatta nda yo. So, like, this is sort of like a, sorry about that. Sorry about that. You, as a human, not able to be visible. Like, you weren't visible. You weren't seen as a human. Doseそうだろうよ. どうせそうだろうよ. 猿が一匹いたってんだろうが. Okay, so somehow it's that way, I wonder? Like, I wonder if it is that way. A monkey, like one monkey, are you saying, I guess? Are you saying I look like a monkey, I guess? Oh yeah, ita. Itate. Are you saying existing as a monkey? Whatever. Okay. Kikai ningen kara miria matomona namami no ningen wa minna saru mitai na mon daro kara sa. So. Okay, so because machine human, so he's talking to this guy, because you're a machine human, if you're looking, then fair and square. fair and square, flat out, or matomo. Yeah, like a normal direct flesh and blood human. As for that, everyone, all of them, like a monkey thing, right? Because that's it. So he's basically saying, because you're a machine human, whenever you look at a human, all you see is a monkey. Whenever you look at a living flesh and blood human, all you see is a monkey, right? Because you're a machine. Damn it. 私は機械人間じゃない. As for me, not a machine human. So if you remember back to their conversation in the hotel, he was making comments about not needing to worry. Tetsuro thought it was because he was a machine human. And the guy gave a very non-committal, like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Answer. So now he's saying, I'm not a machine human. 私の家族も機械人間なんかじゃないぞ. My family also, machine humans or whatever are not. だって, but, この体か? Oh, it's this body? Biri? Oh, look at that. Kore wa koto sa. As for this, or as for these things, they're coats. A coat. Tekitaito no koto nanda. It's a tektite coat. Yeah, and of course we get a woman in a bikini. Tekitite? No, tekotite? Tekotite. Tektite. Yeah. Oops. Oh, and I just realized I put these in the wrong one. Let me fix that real quick. We won't worry about Matomo. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, I did want to add tektite. Teku taito. Tektite code, it is. Okay. 私たちはファミリーマグネトリウム? As for us, we're the family magnetorium? Magnetorium. 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 I'm going to go with that. Magnetorium. It's just a name. Family Magnetorium. 私はKoa. これは妻のレア. So as for me, I'm Koa. That's his name, Koa. And as for this, it's my wife, Rea. Musume no Mia, my daughter Mia, and Ototo no Doa, and younger brother Dor, or Doa. So Koa, Rea, Mia, Doa. Got that? Kore mido. Okay. びっくりさせてごめんなさい。召し上がれ. So for making shocked or for making surprised, sorry, like eat, give food, eat. こら、しごい. Hey, shigoi. Is that like sugoi? Kora shigoi. I don't think kora shigoi is a word. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll go with like, oh, great. Steam coming off. どうしたの? What's wrong? メータル、列車が行っちゃったよ. So, メータル, the train departed. And again, we get てしまった, meaning like regret, oops. お 39が上昇していくのを僕は見たんだ. The 39, I guess, doing ascending and going. As for me, I saw it. Josho. Yeah, rising, ascending. まだ発車の時間じゃないわ. Still the train departure's time, it is not. So it's still not time for the train to depart. 花が燃え出したので、予定を変えたんだ. So the flowers, because the flowers started to burn, the schedule changed, or changed the schedule. Yote is just going to be schedule, plan, yeah, program. ... ここは暑くない. As for this place, it's not hot. 私の家は安全だよ. As for my house, it's safe. That's why. ここは惑星の中心だ. As for this place, it's the core or the center of the planet. 表面の火は関係ないよ. As for the surface fires, relationship does not exist. There's no connection. 中心? Center? Got a model of the planet handy, I guess, to show this off. この惑星は中心まで冷たい岩の塊なんだ. As for this planet, up until the core, a cold rock chunk it is, a katamari, a wad. It's a wad of cold rock to the core. そりゃわかったけど、なぜ羽が燃えてるんだい? As for that, I understand or got it, but why the flowers are they burning? 燃やしたからさ. I guess because 燃やす is to make a burn or cause burn. So like because burned. 燃やす. Yeah, this is the transitive. So he's saying like because burned, that is that someone made it happen, and presumably him. As opposed to moeteru, which is intransitive, meaning to burn. Like to be burning. That's unfortunate. In English, to burn and to burn are both the same. Anyway. Moyashita? Like you burned it. Hanao, the flowers? So, that's right. 私が高速艇で飛び回って放火して回った. I, in a high-speed craft? 高速艇. Oh, so yeah, high speed. That te there. I think that just means like it could mean watercraft, it could mean spacecraft. Oh, there it is. Yeah. A rowboat, small boat. But a high speed boat. Let's go with that then. So Indeed, I, in a high-speed boat, flew around and did spreading of the hoka, of the releasing fire. Hokasuru. Yeah, arson to set fire to. Okay. Well, there we go. Kono hoshi wa chisai no de ne. As for this planet, because it's small, jikan wa taishite kakaranakatta. As for time, did not take a lot. It did not take a lot of time. Anante hidoi koto. Why are such a horrible thing to do? Why would you do that? Such a horrible thing. Geho, cough. Gohon, gohon, gohon. He's coughing. Gohon, 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 gahon, geho. それでもひどいことか? それでも. And yet, it's a horrible thing. Mm-hmm. Even so, it's a horrible thing. Okay. Don, you're right in the way. Dokobana no kafun de nodo o itameta no yo. Okay. So here we go. Kafun is going to be pollen. Yes. So with the pollen of the poison flowers, throat hurting, or making hurt the throat. Making hurt the throat because of the pollen of the poison flowers. Dokobana? Poison flowers? So, tsumari, doku no hana? Indeed, it is that way. What that means is the poison of flowers. Meaning flowers of poison. Just in case it wasn't clear, dokubana was doku no hana. Anyway, wakusei hana no miyako no zenhyoumen o oteita utsukushii hana wa doku no hana. As for the beautiful flowers to cover, as for the beautiful covers flowering the entire surface of the capital of the planet of flowers, they're flowers of poison. They're poisonous flowers. Oh, and we get a very strange mid-story scroll here. Mukashi, iwa darake no kono hoshi o utsukushi hana no hoshi ni shiyou to shita hito ga doko kara ka mochikonde iishoku shita hana ga genin. Okay, so a long time ago, covered with rocks, this rock covered with planets, beautiful. Oh, yeah. I guess that's, yeah, a long time ago, rocks covering this planet. Beautiful flowers planet, to that wanting to do a person who wanted to turn it into a beautiful planet, a planet of beautiful flowers from somewhere, came and brought ishoku, or transplanted. Yeah. Brought and did transplanting of flowers, that's the source. Flowers brought and transplanted from somewhere by a person who wanted to make it into a planet of beautiful flowers this planet that was covered with rocks a long time ago. That was the source. Okay. いつもこんなものを着込んで歩かなきゃいけない羽目になったのさ。Always, this sort of a thing wearing and walking around must do. It's 羽目になる. Hame. Oh. You get stuck with it. You end up having to do that. Like it's unpleasant. Mukashiっていつ頃から? So saying a long time ago, like when? What time was it? From what time? 300年前からこの星は花だらけ. So from 300 years previously, as for this planet, it was flower covered. 花があるところ、楽園だとは限らないよ. Flowers existing place, as for that being a paradise, it's not limited to. Meaning like it doesn't mean that has to be. A place that has flowers doesn't mean that it has to be a paradise. You know. 毒花粉のために due to the poisonous pollen 病人続出で人口もこの100年で 80% も減った. Okay, so due to the poisonous pollen, sick people 続出. Oh, appearing one after another. And with sick people appearing one after another, even the population, I guess, like with these last 100 years, even 80% has decreased. Okay, population has decreased 80%, as much as 80% in the last 100 years. そんな花なんかさっさと始末してしまえば Okay, so those sorts of flowers or whatever, quickly ending or doing taken care of, if you do that, like I guess he's asking like why didn't they just quickly take care of the flowers? Shimatsu is management, cleaning up of, getting rid of, ending. So if do that, quickly cleaning up of the flowers or whatever. それがまたこの星の法律でできないのさ. That, again, with this planet's laws, it's not possible. So it's not doing that is not possible with this planet's laws. 鼻に手をかけたりしたら死刑. かけたり。手をかけ. To lay hands on, to touch. So laying hands on the flowers, if do that, it's death penalty. Okay? つまり、ここは人間の命より毒の花の方が大事なところ. So what that means is, as for this place, more than a human life, poison flower direction is more important place. So as for this place, it's a place where human life is less important than poisonous flower. そうや、 火が回ってるのに誰も消火しようともしてなかったな。Soya. I guess like that's like soya or soyeba, which like now that you mention it, even though the fire is spreading, nobody extinguishing trying to do moshite nakatta. And I guess that's like, yeah, nobody's been trying to put out the fire. Shio to moshite. Moshite. Moshite nakatta. All right. ホタルは大騒ぎだったけど、消防車も走らなければ水も流さない燃えるに任せていた。yeah, 任せていた。As for the hotel, a big uproar it was, but so there was a big uproar at the hotel, but even fire trucks hashira nakareba. The even fire trucks, if not running fire trucks, and even water not flowing to burning, like let happen. So yeah, even though it was a big uproar at the hotel, basically they didn't run any fire trucks or spread any water, flow any water, and they allowed it to burn, leaving it to burning. Go! There's the fire. Go, go, go. Moero, moero, mina moete shimae. So burn, burn, everything, burn. Or like burn completely. Dare mo te o dasu na. Nobody interfere, nobody lend a hand. 一瞬間もすりゃ灰になる. In even 1 week, yeah, if it's 1 week, then it will become ash. Okay, so there's people hiding in holes. Apparently, they're all happy at the flowers burning. Sa meshiagare. Well then, like eat. Doshite. Oh, this is Tetsuro. Doshite konna ni gochiso seme ni surundai? Why in this way feast seme? Seme ni? Gochiso seme ni. Like attacking with a feast? Jeez. I don't know why. What does seme mean as a suffix? Can seme be a suffix? Yeah, like he's asking why are you doing something about feasting? And the seme can mean to attack or to most likely to attack. A barrage of? Maybe it's like a barrage. Why is it a barrage of feasting? Or why are you doing that? 私たちと食事をする最後の人間だからさ。With us doing food, having food with us, final human because. 最後の final? 1週間だ経ったら火は消えるだろう。In 1 week, when 1 week passes, as for the fire, it will probably vanish, or it will extinguish. 花は灰になってる. And as for the flowers, will becoming ash. その灰の上で私たちは死刑になる. On top of those ashes, as for us, will become execution. みんなが喜ぶことをしても everybody, even though they're doing the event of happiness. So even though everyone's happy about this, 法律は法律. As for the law, it is the law. だから300年もどこの花と分かっていながら誰も手を出せなかった. Okay, so that's why even for 300 years, while understanding the poisonous flowers, nobody interfered. Nobody did anything about it. Odasu. Yeah, to get involved. That's why no one got involved. もっと強い天敵になるような花をどこかの星から持ってこりゃ. All the more strong tenteki. Natural enemy becoming? Tenteki. So, and all the more stronger flower that's in the manner of becoming a natural enemy from somewhere's planet, if did the favor of bringing. So he's basically saying, couldn't you bring some sort of other flower from another planet? I don't quite understand why tenteki ni naru yo. Something in the manner of becoming a natural enemy for the flower. Maybe he means like a natural enemy to the poisonous flowers. Anyway, but those are all ash. それも法律で禁止されている. That also, by law, forbidden is done. That's also forbidden by the law. この星の先祖は赤か? As for the elders of this planet, are they idiots? Oh, senzo, ancestors. As for the ancestors of this planet, are they idiots? Buddy, 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 buddy. That's the crackling of the fire. Go. Oh my, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5 pages left. This was the long chapter, so. All right, so we get a tall panel. We see fires going. Okay, now the fires appear to be maybe going out. Ishukan tattayo. 1 week passed, you know. Higa kieta. And the fire went out. Fire extinguished. Okay. これで自由に息ができるぞ. With this, freely breath is possible. So we can breathe freely now. Yokatta, yokatta. I'm glad. Hooray. Lots of people around. Pushy. Pushing. Okay. All right. We get, as usual, tall panel with a bunch of stuff. This does not look good. There's people up there at the top. Hoka hanin 他犯人の家族はなぜ上へ出てこない? Okay. As for the family of arson criminals, why to the above, to the surface, not coming out? So why is the family of arsonists, criminals, coming up to the surface? もう安らかに眠りたいと still wanting to sleep peacefully. そうか。ならば仕方がない. I see. If that's the case, we have no choice. エレベーターパイプにニッケルを注入しろ. Okay. 注入, is that to inject? Yeah, pouring injection. Do pouring or injection of nickel, nikkeru, into the elevator pipe. 絶対出てこられないように封をするんだ. Oh, fu is to seal. Yeah, okay. Absolutely, if it's the manner of not coming out. So if they're not going to come out, then we'll do sealing. We'll seal them in. そんなことはするな! As for that sort of a thing, don't do it. Don't do that. みんな喜んでいることを知ったんじゃないか? 表彰してもいいくらいだ. Okay. Everyone being happy, that event, they did, isn't it that? So they made everyone happy, didn't they? 表彰. Public acknowledgement, like a positive thing, a commendation. Commendation, even if you do that, that would be good. Kurai, not kirai. Kurai da. It's the extent of that. This is something that you should do a commendation over. 法律は法律. As for the law, it's the law. 私は法を守る. And as for me, I protect the law. Or will protect the law. 小鼻がなくなったおかげであなただって自由に息をしてるんじゃないか? してるじゃないか? Poison flowers becoming nothing. Thanks to that, you, talking about you, freely breath doing, isn't it that? Aren't you? So basically, repeating what was saying over here, because the flowers have gone away, you're able to breathe freely, right? それとこれとは別. Basically, that has nothing to do with it. Soreto. With that and with this, it's different. Is literally what that means. Soreto koreto. We'll just go with that. Yeah. As for that, with this, it's different. Ho wa ho. Law is law. Oh my. 注入. Injection. Or pouring. 宇宙の人柱ね. Hitobashira is sacrifice. Hitobashira, yeah. Hitobashira is sacrifice. It should be sacrifice. Oh yeah, there it is right there. It literally, the kanji mean human pillar, but I don't think this seems more like human sacrifice. It's human sacrifice of the universe, you know? human sacrifice, hitobashira. And then suddenly Tetsuro looks up. Oh, there's the train. 39 ga! The 39. Boom, 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 boom. Shasho-san, Mr. Conductor. Gobuji de. So being safe, like I'm glad you're safe. Shasho-san, Mr. Conductor. Hidoi kega to iitai kedo. Hidoi kega to iitai kedo. A big wound? A serious wound, want to say? Hidoi kega to iitai kedo. Nakami ga yoku wakaranai no de, fuku ga boroboro to shika. Oh. Kikansha. Oh, wait. Okay. So this is a little bit confusing, but Matsumoto does this. I'm pretty sure this is Tetsuro talking and this is the conductor talking. They merge together, even though it's not the same person. So badly wounded, like want to say, but like he's talking about him. I want to say you're badly wounded, but good friends, like don't well know. Like I don't know if we're good enough friends, but your clothes are like falling apart. They're in bad shape. Nakami. No, Nakami is not the content. Sorry. I'm like, that didn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know the contents well, but your clothes are okay. He's talking about his body. The contents. The contents of your clothes, I don't know about that, but your clothes themselves look like they're falling apart. Now the conductor responds, Hikansha to kenka o shita no desu yo. It's because I got in a fight with the engine car. With the engine car, fight, quarrel, did. That's why. Oh, funny. Hikansha to, with the engine car. Gojo na yatsu de ne. It's a strong-willed person. Talking about the engine car. Gojo. Yeah, obstinate, strong, stubborn. It's a strong, obstinate. Yatsu can mean guy or thing, you know. Hassha jikan ga yotteigai datta no de, muriyari baku shiro to ittara o kenka ni narimashite. Departure of the train time outside of the schedule because the train departure was outside of the schedule, muriyari, against one's will, doing like going back, if did, or when said. When I said go back, a big fight, it became a big fight. Pushu. Mada okotte masu yo. Still angry. All right. Still angry. The train is still angry. Ma ne wa ii yatsu de. Desu kara. Ii yatsu desu kara. Jiki kigen o naoshite kureru desho. Sorry, the order was a little bit weird here. Okay, well, as for the core, as for the roots, it's a good thing. Good at the core. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, like it's good at the root. Because of that, or I guess it is good at the core. Jiki Kigen. Jiki. Shiki could mean soon. Oh, and Kigen is like chance. No. What is Kigen here? Oh, mood. It could mean the situation, safety, health, but like soon the mood will do the favor of fixing, probably. So basically, like it'll probably improve its mood soon. This is still angry. Anyway. Doka. Guasha. Hya hidoi hasha da. Wow, that was a horrific like train departure. Oh, that was the sound for the train departing. And it was like Mada mukureteru. Still mukurete. Still angry. Still miffed. There goes the train instead of the kind hole. We get this puffiness. All right. これで新しい無害な花の種でもまいて. Okay. So with this, a new, like non-harmful, yeah, that's guy isn't like harm, right? Yeah, mugai. Yeah, harmless flower seed or something, maku. Maku is to sow or to plant. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So with this, like planting even a seed of a flower that's harmless, a new one. この星は本当の楽園になる. As for this planet, a true paradise will become. だろうか? Maybe? Probably? 300年もどこの花を誰も始末できなかった星だものね. Okay, so it's the thing of being a planet where it wasn't possible to, nobody could clean up the poisonous flowers for even 300 years. So even 300 years, poisonous flowers, nobody cleaning up, able to do planet, it was that sort of a thing. 別の問題で、100年や1000年は、あっという間に過ぎて、結局は滅びる星かもね。With a different problem, 100 years or as 1,000 years, in the blink of an eye passing, as for the end result, a destroyed planet, probably. Okay, so that's pretty bleak. Basically, she's saying the planet will be destroyed. The end result is the planet will end up being destroyed, whether it's in 100 years or 1,000 years due to some other problem. In the blink of an eye, it'll be gone. A toyoma is in the time it takes to say which is, that is to say, in the blink of an eye. And so I don't know if the sugite there is a little bit different, but sugite there means just either to pass or to be too much. So it's probably the passing through. Anyway, okay. 家族の人柱が無駄にならなければいいのにね、メートル。 that families sacrifice wasted, I guess, like, if it doesn't become wasted, even though that would be good, meitoru. So it would be good if that family's sacrifice didn't become wasted. Hitobashira wa ne, hitobashira wa ne. As for sacrifices, 地球にもたくさんあったし, on Earth, also, many of them happened. 宇宙にもたくさんあるわ. Also in the universe, many happen, many exist. Okay, so Tetsuro's lamenting the sacrifice of the people, and she's saying there were a lot of them on Earth, and there was a lot of them in the universe. Meitoru is being very bleak. 進んで人柱になった人もいれば、無理やり人柱にされた人もいる. Okay, so, 進んで. Voluntary. Voluntary into sacrificing became people also if they exist. Then against one's will becoming sacrifices made to do people also exist. So she's doing a comparison here, which is like, if there are people that exist that freely become sacrifices, then there also exist people that are made to become sacrifices against their will. 僕やメートルも人柱にさせることがあるんだろうか? Me and Meitoru even, like me and you, even us, the event of being made into sacrifices, like, does that exist, I wonder? Will it exist, I wonder? Like, could we be turned into sacrifices? Okay, that's the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chapter, and there's the train pulling away, and we get two closing scrolls, one with like bold. Family Core Magnetorium. Tetsuro wa kono kazoku no na o shougai wasuremai to chikatta. Okay, so the family Koa Magnetorium, whatever we call them. So that was the father's name. That family. As for Tetsuro, this family's name, entire life, not forgetting, vowed. So Tetsuro vowed to not forget that family's name his entire life. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh too much. For whatever reason, the fan translation decided to flip back and forth between translating hitobashira as human pillars and human sacrifices. So the translation really makes no sense there. This is sacrificing. There's nothing about pillars here. 人間の歴史が始まって以来、人柱になった人は数えられない. Okay, so human history since beginning, as for people becoming human sacrifices, or as for people becoming sacrifices, not able to count. Since the beginning of human history, as for the people becoming sacrifices, not able to count. Or not, yeah, let's just go with that. 宇宙にもあちらこちらに数限りない人柱が眠ってるというそういうメートルの顔は okay, we're getting like another idea. Also in the universe, here and there, without limit, without number, sacrifices, sleeping, that sort of a thing. Nemutteru. Nemute. To sleep. Oh, nemuru can mean to die. To close one's eyes. Okay. And achira kochira should mean here and there, right? Achira. Here and there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Also in the universe, here and there, without sacrifices without number, were dying, that sort of a thing. Or it is said they're dying or sleeping. I don't know. This is still kind of weird. Okay. Saying it that way, as for Meitoru's face, Meitoru no kao wa mita koto mo nai kurai kanashisou datta. It was a seeming sad extent that I hadn't seen before. So as for Meitoru's face, saw event even not existing extent, seeming to be sad it was. So Meitoru's face was sad to an extent that hadn't been seen before. Meitoru ga marude sono hitobashira zenbu o shiiteru you ni Tetsuro wa omoeta. Meitoru, as if all of those sacrifices being familiar with in that manner, as for Tetsuro, was able to think. So Tetsuro saw her face as being in the manner that she could have been familiar with all of those sacrifices. That's what it looked like. She was so sad. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Happy note. Yet another one. That is the end of chapter 4. That was the end of chapter 4. It's, you know, a planet of flowers. What could have been horrible about that? And here we are. All right. Well, next time will be chapter 5. This is towards the end of the book. We'll probably split that into 2. It might be a cliffhanger. We'll find out when we dive into it next time.